Good evening and welcome to the island of Riverside Park and the George Armstrong Memorial Field for tonight's ball game between the Derby Twins and the Kingman Islanders. First for the lineups, starting with the Twins. The left fielder, number 40, Cade Sutherland. The shortstop, number 3, Joel Lindahl. Center fielder, number 15, Tyson Owens. First baseman, number 16, Damian Garcia. The third baseman, number 19, Noah Allison. The right fielder, number 39, Cooper Scott. The second baseman, number 13, Cole Dudding. The designated hitter, number 7, Cade Sheldon. The catcher, number 20, Dawson Robbins. Starting on the mound for the Twins, number 33, Kai Fitak. And now, the lineup for your Islanders. Leading off, the designated hitter out of Pratt Community College, number 19, Owen Schmidt. The third baseman out of Tabor College, number 15, Garrett Plummer. The center fielder out of Barton Community College, number 14, Hayden Oviett. The second baseman out of Arkansas Little Rock, number 12, Nolan Friend. The left fielder out of Hutchinson Community College, number 3, Nash Ray. The first baseman out of Cloud County Community College, number 40, Luke Clayton. The right fielder out of Fort Hays State University, number 11, Mac Bowie. The catcher out of Pratt Community College, number 24, Kyle Reese. The shortstop out of Barton Community College, number 20, Karsten Wall. Starting on the mound for the Islanders out of Cloud County Community College, number 8, Cooper Tannehill. Now we ask that you stand and face towards the flag for the playing of our national anthem. The left fielder number 40, Cade Sutherland. Sutherland gonna lead off for the Twins. Twins 15-7, second in the Jayhawk League. First pitch is up and in. So we're underway here on the island. Sutherland tied for the league lead in home runs. He's got 6 this year, hitting .396 on the season. He'll foul that one away. That's a Walker Dental foul ball. Make sure that gets back to the dugout. The 1-1 from Tannehill. Pitches inside. Tannehill on the mound out of Cloud County, making his 7th start of the season. 23 1/3 innings pitched, 23 earned runs, ERA just under 9, obviously. That math checks out. The 3-1. Down and in for ball 4. The shortstop number 3, Joel Lindahl. A pitch. Got in there, but the runner goes. He'll move over to second. So a called strike will allow the runner to move over to second base. So not all is lost there for the Twins. The 0-1 from Tannehill. Hit out into center field. Oviatt is set right there. And Sutherland is going to hold at second base. Center fielder number 15, Tyson Owens. Owens comes to the plate out of Cochise Community College, out of Las Vegas, his hometown. .366 average on-base percentage, 540 this season. That pitch is up high, 1-0 count. The 1-0, runner goes, throw from Reese. It's not going to beat the runner. So a stolen base for Sutherland. It is making this broadcast a little bit more difficult than it normally would be. May have to make some adjustments during the break. If I'm not mistaken, that is Sutherland's first stolen base. I may have missed the stats on that, but I do not have any written down for him. The 2-1 from Tannehill. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Count even at 2 to Tyson Owens. Runner on third with 1 out here, top of the first inning. Derby threatening already. Pitch from Tannehill. Swung on and foul. Obviously, with 2 strikes, the count doesn't change. It's still 2-2. The 2-2 from Tannehill. That one's away. Full count. Again, 1 out here, top of the first inning. Cade Sutherland standing less than 90 feet away as Owens fouls that one off. Keeps the at-bat alive. Good plate appearance here from Owens. I believe that's 3 two-strike fouls for him. Pitch from Tannehill. Upstairs, ball 4. Runners on the corners. First baseman number 16, Damian Garcia. Now, if you're wondering why a guy who is tied for the league lead in home runs is batting first and not in the cleanup spot, it's because Damian Garcia is that guy in the cleanup spot for the Twins, and rightfully so. Out of Texas Southern, he was second team All SWAC as a designated hitter. He hit 14 home runs this past season. Still looking for his first of the Jayhawk League season, although in limited action. Pickoff attempt over to first, not going to get him. Pitch from Tannehill. Down in the dirt, Reese throws. Does not get the out at second. Throw home is going to beat him, and a tag will get the out. Twins tried to be sneaky. They got a stolen base, but also an out from the, what would be obviously the go-ahead run here in the top of the first, and now there are 2 outs with a runner on second instead of just 1 with a runner on third. Pitch from Tannehill, a ground ball fielded by Plummer, throw to first, in time, that will retire the side. So a couple of walks from Tannehill, but no damage done. It's still 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. The designated hitter number 19, Owen Schmidt. No runs scored in the top of the first inning. Islanders come to the plate. Owen Schmidt, the leadoff man. .349 average, .474 on base. I pitch down and in. Schmidt comes to the plate to face Kai Fitak, making his 5th start on the mound of the season. 18 innings pitched, 8 earned runs, an ERA of 4.0. Pretty good work to this point in the season from Fitak. Most impressive number that jumps out to me, 12 strikeouts to just 2 walks for Fitak. Has given up 17 hits, but in 18 innings, it's still not a lot. It's a 2-1 count. Pitch to Schmidt. It's hit, flied out into left field. Caught by Sutherland out there for the first out. The third baseman, number 15, Karen Plummer.
Is he not on it?
1-0 count to Plummer. Swing and a miss is strike 1. Count is even with 1 out here, bottom of the first. That ball is fouled away, out of play. That's a Walker Dental foul ball. One, 2 now. Fitak looks to finish him off. Not on that pitch, though. That one's upstairs. 2-2. Plummer still has to battle here with 2 strikes. Delivery from Fitak, swung on, popped up into foul territory, out of play. We'll do the 2-2 again after the foul ball. A swing, a line out into right field directly to Cooper Scott out there for out number 2. Center fielder number 14, Hayden Oviant. Here's the pitch to Oviant, swing and a miss for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. It's away. Count is even 1-1 now. Oviant hitting .269 on the season. 3 home runs. Swing and a miss at strike 2. An athlete out of Wamego, Kansas. He initially committed to Army to play quarterback for their football team. Obviously, plans changed, obviously. Now he's baseball here in the state of Kansas, which is a little bit different. The 1-2. Down low. Whole bunch of twos on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Bottom of the first inning. No runners on base for Hayden Oviatt. Scoreless tie right now. Ground ball. Fielded by the shortstop Lindahl. Throw to first in time. That will retire the side. 1-2-3. Fytak gets the Islanders down in order. We'll move to the second inning. It's still tied 0-0. Third baseman, number 19, Noah Allison. Top of the second inning. No runs have scored for either side yet. First pitch gets in there for Tannehill. Allison out of Cochise Community College. Hailing before that from Florence, Arizona. You got players from all over the place on this Twins team. 0-2 count. 333 average for Allison on the season. 4 homers and arguably the most impressive stat for him. 22 RBI on the season as well. No runners on base for him here. He's in danger of a strikeout, down 0-2. Here's the pitch from Tannehill. That pitch is outside. Allison didn't bite. One, two now. Pitch down low. Count is even. Islanders coming off of a 16-6 loss in Hutchinson on Saturday. It's a makeup game from a game that got rained out earlier this season. The 2-2. Pitch is high. Hutchinson, the team at the top of the Jayhawk League standings, and now Islanders have to turn around after that tough loss and play the number 2 team in the league in Derby. On foul back. Scoreboard says full count. Payoff pitch. Runs inside, hits him. So Allison on first base. Right fielder number 39, Cooper Scott. So now another inning where the leadoff man gets on. Sutherland got on in the first inning with a walk. Now Allison on with a hit by pitch. That first pitch to Scott misses. Cooper Scott hitting over 300, 306 average. On base percentage, even better, .469. Has 3 homers and 11 RBI. Swing and a miss. 1-1 count. Cooper Scott, a Louisiana native out of LSU Eunice. I did look up a while ago, the last time I think we played the Twins, how to pronounce that. So it is the internet's fault if I'm saying Eunice wrong. 2-1 the count. Pitch from Tannehill. In there. Nobody out with a runner on first here, top of the second inning. Twins and Islanders tied 0-0. It's Cooper Scott at the plate facing Cooper Tannehill on the mound. A battle of the Coopers. Runner goes. That pitch fly deep out to right field. Bowie goes back. He can't catch up to it. And the runners are going to round the bases. A double where Allison has to hold at third just because they didn't know if Bowie was going to make that catch or not. Still a very good start to the inning for the Twins with 2 runners in scoring position and nobody out. Second baseman number 13, Cole Dudding. Dudding comes out of Oral Roberts University down in Tulsa. Comes from Amarillo, Texas. That pitch inside. Played in the California Collegiate League last year. Hit .300. That pitch missed. It's a 2-0 count. Twins threatening to score with a runner on second and a runner on third. Nobody out here. Top of the second inning. A pop-up. Goes out into right field. Bowie goes over, makes the catch. Throw is not going to be cut off, but not going to be in time. And a run scores for the Twins on the sacrifice fly. Scott moved over to third as well on that play. Cade Sheldon comes to the plate. Sheldon played with the Twins last year. Pitches inside. Hit .296 with Derby last year. Is struggling a little bit this year, hitting just .216. On base percentage, a little bit improved though. Not that it was bad last year at .414. He's getting on base at a .429 clip this year. That pitch fouled away. Down low. 2-2 now the count. Runner on third with 1 out now. A drive out into center field. That's a base hit. And another run coming home for Derby. Cooper Scott could have done a couple of cartwheels on his way home if he wanted to. He had all day to score. Dawson Robbins comes to the plate. Robbins out of the University of Science and Arts of Oklahoma. I did have to write all of that on my notes because I knew if I abbreviated it, I wouldn't have understood what anything stood for. Pitch is down and away. an Oklahoma native from Broken Bow. Here's the pitch from Tannehill, down low. Runner on first with 1 out. The Twins have come across with 2 runs here in the top of the second inning. They lead the Islanders 2-0. Ground ball up the middle could be trouble. Friend turns around, gets the out at second, throw to first. Not in time. So now 2 outs, and the order will reset. Cade Sutherland walked to lead off the game for the Twins. One's fouled away. Again, tied for the league lead in homers. Usually when the order flips over to the top, you're not worried about a guy with a great power stroke, but Sutherland is a guy with a great power stroke. Foul ball. It's a 0-2 count. Tannehill has the chance to get out of this inning here. The 0-2. And instead it's a ground ball through the left side. A base hit. The runner tries to push for 3. And it's going to cost him. He's tagged out. And the Islanders give up 2. The Twins lead 2-0. The second baseman, number 12, Nolan Friend. A 1-2-3 first inning for Fytak brings up the 4-hole, and today that's Nolan Friend playing in his second game for the Islanders this year, but it's not his second game ever for the Islanders. He's playing his 3rd year for the Islanders. The Kingman native played a couple years at Cloud County. In fact, arguably the greatest hitter in Cloud County history, as both the single season and career hits record at Cloud. A foul ball down the third base line there. He had 163 hits in 2 seasons at Cloud, 100 of them coming this past season. He's committed to Arkansas Little Rock.
who made a little bit of noise in the postseason, made the NCAA tournament. But Vitek has Friend down 0-2. Here's the pitch. Foul ball.
That's a Walker Dental foul ball.
That pitch up high. Ball 1. Said that Friend playing his second game. He was 0 for 2 in his first game, but he walked twice. The 1-2. Up high. Two-two. Outside. And the count that was 0-2 has been worked full. We're going to get a payoff pitch. Vitek deals. Swing and another foul ball. Steps back in. We'll do it again. The payoff pitch. Down low, ball 4. Friend walks again.
Left fielder number 3, Nash Ray.
First pitch to Ray. Hit high into the outfield. Caught by Cooper Scott coming in from right field.
The first baseman number 40, Luke Clayton.
Clayton steps in. He'll take ball 1. A 257 average for him on the season. Ground ball gets through. Friend will hold at second base. So a couple runners on for the Islanders here in the second after they weren't able to get anything in the first. That's the first hit of the game for the Islanders.
The right fielder, number 11, Mac Bowie.
Runners on first and second with just one out here. Bottom of the second inning. The Twins came across with 2 in the top of the inning. That's obviously their lead, is a 2-run lead. Bowie, a power hitter, 3 home runs on the season, hitting .235. A high pop-up into the infield, into foul territory. Caught. Garcia went over to make the catch.
The catcher, number 24, Kyle Reese.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Reese hitting just 182 on the season, but he feels like he's hitting better than that, or at least I say it feels like he's.
The next one's 9. No, guess what I got?
Apologies. Reese feels like he's hitting better than 182. It feels like he is. A 351 on base percentage probably helps with that, but he's also had a knack for coming through in the big moments as double-digit RBI, but a ground ball over the shortstop will retire the side this time around. We'll move to the third. It's 2-0 Derby.
Shortstop number 3, Joel Lindahl.
Windahl comes to the plate. Second time today. He flew out his first time up. The Twins have had multiple opportunities to score. They came across with 2 runs an inning ago. As Lindahl takes a strike there. But even with the 2 runs coming across, they've had 3 runners on the base paths called out in 2 innings. They've been aggressive. It just really hasn't been paying off. They had a runner caught stealing a fielder's choice. And then back in the first, a runner just trying to advance on a single. And all 3 times the runner was out. They haven't really benefited from being super aggressive yet. Ground ball over to shortstop. Throw to first. In time. First out.
That first out of the inning is brought to you by Kingman Hardware. Center fielder number 15, Tyson Owens.
Owens walked his first time up. Pop-up goes foul out of play. Not real glass, that was a sound effect. I hope. That pitch away. 1-1. That pitch misses. It's a 2-1 count. Pitch upstairs. Ground ball. Go to first in time. Both middle infielders have gotten their gloves on the ball here. Ground out to shortstop and ground out to second base.
First baseman number 16, Damian Garcia.
Garcia, the second team all-SWAC player, is just going to take a pitch off the bicep and he'll walk to first. Second hit by pitch of the ball game from Tannehill. The first one came around to score, although that led off an inning, and now there are 2 outs. Noah Allison comes to the plate. Speaking of getting hit by pitch, he's the one who got hit by a pitch an inning ago. And like I mentioned, came around to score the first run of the ball game down low. We're here in the top of the third. The Twins lead 2-0. A runner on first with 2 outs. Noah Allison at the plate to face Cooper Tannehill. Foul ball. Count is even 1-1. Tannehill shakes off, I think, 3 different pitches. Finally decides on one. And that one missed down and away. Would have tried to get him to chase, but with just 1 strike there, I don't think just about any hitter is chasing in that spot. I don't think that's exactly where Tannehill wanted to locate it. That was a good location, fouled away. Count is even 2-2. 2 outs as well in the inning. 2 runs for Derby on the scoreboard. 2 innings gone by. We're in the third. Pitch from Tannehill. Ground ball up the middle where we heard that one before. And the throw to second base will retire the side. Bottom of the third. Coming up, Islanders trail by 2.
The shortstop, number 20, Karsten Wall.
Carson coming to the plate for the first time today. Pitch down low. Wall, a Barton Community College commit, after being one of the top players, high school players in the state of Kansas this past season. Islanders have a couple guys with that claim. Obviously, it's a collegiate league, but these guys heading into college, the Islanders were able to get two really good guys straight out of high school, although Wall initially started the season with Newton. He eventually made his way to Kingman, Crown Ball. He was won a Kansas Player of the Year. Sports in Kansas gave him that distinction by himself. KABC gave him a couple of co-players of the year, but either way, he was called that. And pitch missed outside. It's a .250 average with the Islanders. Here's the 2-2 from Fitak. Swing and a miss, strike 3. I believe that's the first strikeout of the game for either side.
The designated hitter, number 19, Owen Schmidt.
Schmidt flew out his first time up.
Why are you tweaking?
First pitch from Fitak. Down low. Might have been a little bit inside, but you only needed one of those for that to be ball one. The 1-0 to Schmidt. Catches the outside edge. Count even 1-1. One out here, bottom of the third. Nobody on base for the Islanders. It's a 2-0 Derby lead. A drive out into left field. And Cade Sutherland went back for it.
The third baseman, number 15, Darren Plummer.
Plummer flew out his first time. He's been pretty much undisputedly the Islanders' best hitter this season. Still looking for something today. Again, Fitak's had a good season. Strikeout to walk rate 13-3. But has given up a few hits. There's another one. Darren Plummer gets that one just fair inside the right field line. He'll slide into second with the double. So an extra base hit for the Islanders brings up Hayden Oviatt.
Center fielder number 14, Hayden Oviatt.
Oviatt grounded out to the shortstop his first time. So now a runner on second base for Oviatt. Pitch missed outside. Oviatt has 11 RBI on the season. Hasn't been with the Islanders the whole season, but he's been on the team for most of it. He, I think, is one of the top players in terms of plate appearances for the Islanders. The ball takes a really lucky bounce, just misses the glove of the shortstop, and Oviatt gets an RBI single, and the Islanders are on the board. It's a 2-1 Derby lead.
The second baseman, number 12, Nolan Friend. 1.
Friend walked his first time up. He was the first base runner of the game for the Islanders. As a runner on first base here, a pop-up foul ball out of play. The 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball goes foul again. And that's something a friend is good at. He just fouls pitches off until he finds one that he can get a piece of. Or if he never finds the one that he gets a piece of, he'll just take 4 balls and walk to first base. Obviously, sometimes he gets out, but he's a battler for sure. He's got to right here. It's an 0-2 count. The throw is late as Oviatt gets a steal second base. Ten steals now for Oviatt on the season. One, 2 count to friend. 1 out here, or excuse me, 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Count is even 2-2. It's a 2-1 Derby lead. Runner in scoring position for the Islanders with the cleanup hitter Nolan Friend at the plate. The 2-2 fouled away. Like I said, he's able to just foul pitches off when he needs to. And right now he does need to. Hayden Oviatt tried to move over to third, but obviously a foul ball makes the play dead. He's going to have to go back to second. Would imagine there's a good chance we see him run again on a 2-2 count. He's going to hold. And that pitch was outside. Now the count's full with 2 outs. I have no doubt in my mind that he's running now. Absolutely nothing to lose for him. Or I suppose if it's a walk, he has something to lose with first base empty, but I would still expect him to go. Even if it is a walk, he can get in there at third. He's got that kind of speed. Obviously, he just stole second. He is just going to hold there, but it's a foul ball, so he's just going to save his energy with that. He can run at any time. He could go now, right now if he wanted to. I wouldn't suggest it, but he could. Maybe finally we get a payoff pitch. We do. It's a swing and a miss. Drop third strike. Throw to first. In time to complete the strikeout. So 2 strikeouts in that inning for Kai Fitak. But the Islanders come across with a run. It's 2-1 Derby.
Right fielder number 39, Cooper Scott.
Scott had a double back in the second, came around to score. First pitch is a foul ball that goes out of play in this plate appearance. Pitch from Tannehill. In there. It's an 0-2 count. Tannehill has had players in this spot a few times. Hasn't been able to really capitalize as much as he probably would like. And that pitch misses down low. Still looking for his first strikeout of the game as Tannehill. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball goes foul. Do the 1-2 again after that foul ball. Here's the pitch. Down and away. Count even now. First batter here in the top of the fourth. It's a 2-1 Derby lead. That pitch misses outside. And an 0-2 count has been worked full. Good work by Cooper Scott. Payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4. So now on base twice. Cooper Scott having a good start to the day so far.
Second baseman number 13, Cole Dutting.
Hit a sacrifice fly that scored the first run of the game for Derby. Went on to score another run back in that second inning. A drive deep out into center field. Gone. And the run total for the Twins is double. It's a 4-1 ball game. Cole Dutting, the 2-run home run. He's got 3 RBI out of the Twins' 4 runs so far. Cade Sheldon now comes to the plate. He had a base hit his first time up. So still nobody out here. Top of the 4th inning. It's a 4-1 Derby lead. Foul ball goes back. That pitch swung on into right field. And Friend comes over from second base to make the catch in the shallow outfield.
First out of the inning brought to you by Kingman Hardware. Now at the plate, the catcher number 20, Dawson Robbins.
Robbins grounded. Oh, a line drive back to Tannehill. Don't know if that was instincts or luck. Either way, that's the second out of the inning. That's why pitchers wear gloves, partially to block their grip, but he's able to make the catch on a drive that was hit hard back to him. Give him a gold glove. Now Sutherland at the plate. Again, dangerous hitter. And he's going to get a hit there. He's now 2 for 2. He walked back in the first, but he's got a couple singles since then. Runner on now with 2 outs.
Shortstop number 3, Joel Lindahl.
Fly out and a ground out for Lindahl to this point. Runner goes. High pop up. Looks like it'll go out of play. Not quite. So I think they're discussing whether or not there's a hole in the netting up there. Because what happens, I know the camera doesn't pick it up. You have the netting goes up and then kind of angles in at the top. I think that foul ball went up over the netting initially and might have come back down through a hole that they said was up there. Pickoff attempt. Runner moves over to second. It's a pickle. And he's able to avoid the tag. It was a good evasive maneuver by Sutherland, but that's still a tag that you should make, and that's something that's plagued the Islanders' defense all year. A player sliding into a bag, and they're just not able to put the glove onto the runner. Runner stays at first, so no real damage done, but the Islanders could have gotten out of the inning there. Pickoff attempt. This time he'll just slide back in. He's safe. Runner goes. Pitch was low. Throw was good, but the tag was not in time. He was off the bag, though. He's called out, and there's an argument over there that he was maybe pushed off the bag. I don't think the infield umpire is going to hear it. He's called out. We'll move to the bottom of the fourth, but not before the Twins get 2 runs on a 2-run home run from Cole Dudding. It's 4-1. Derby leads.
The left fielder, number 3, Nash Ray.
Nash flew out his first time up. I was talking when Wall came to the plate his last time that the Islanders had some of Kansas's top high school players joining the team. Nash Ray is another guy with that claim. In fact, he's one of the greatest hitters in the state of Kansas's history in high school just based on the pure numbers he put up. He has the most hits out of any high school player in the history of Kansas. He had 155 hits in his high school career. He's going to continue playing at Hutchinson Community College this next year. Obviously plans to move to a higher level maybe after a couple seasons of that if he continues to succeed there. He's a 3-0 lead in the count here against Vitak. Ooh, that pitch runs inside, hits. I think it went right off the knee of Ray. And that's not going to feel good. He's going to try to walk it off. But yeah, that was... Ugh. Not a lot of muscle protecting you right there from a baseball. Even if you do have muscle, it could bruise over. It's going to hurt, but right there. It's going to hurt maybe even more. Looks like Nash is going to be okay, at least okay enough to continue playing in this ball game. Luke Clayton at the plate. He has a single. He has 2 singles. Nash Ray will hold at second base. I don't think that's anything to do with his knee. I just think that the outfield defense was there quick enough that he wasn't going to advance no matter what.
Right fielder number 11, Matt Bowie.
I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it, doing better.
Bowie popped up his first time. Nobody out here. Bottom of the 4th inning. Islanders trail by 3. That first pitch up high. One 0 count. Pitch from Vitak. Fouled back. It's 1-1 count. Bowie steps back in. It's a 1-2 count, and again, Vitak is able to rack up the strikeouts. He'd much more likely to strike out a guy than walk a guy. And perhaps that is where he's heading here in this matchup against Bowie. Not on that pitch, that one's inside. Say right around the level of the leg that he hit Ray on a couple at-bats ago. The 2-2. Fouled away. Will it get out of play? It will, quite by a number of feet. And I'm just going to say the batting cages are not made of glass. I don't know why. How that happened. Landed on top of the batting cages and there was shattered glass. I think the glass was unrelated. Batting cages are made out of netting. I know, like the same netting that's on the fence here behind home plate. That pitch in the dirt. It's a full count. Potential to load the bases here for Mac Bowie. Potential to maybe take a breath for Kai Vitak. Payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4, bases loaded.
This is a 54 chiropractic mound visit. Thank you to 54 chiropractic for keeping our boys alive.
And well, Vitek has had a good game. He is in danger here. Nobody out with the bases loaded. There's a possibility to get out of it. A double play is still theoretically possible. Honestly, might be kind of likely. As I was saying last time Reese came to the plate, he's better than his average would show, but he still does not have a very good average. He grounded out to end the second inning. He'll take ball 1 inside. And Reese has the luxury of just watching some pitches here. He doesn't have to be super aggressive. Nobody out here with the bases loaded. And he's going to watch 2 pitches miss the strike zone. He has a 2-0 lead in the count. The 2-0. Ground ball. Oh, it gets through! Allison could not field it. And 2 runs come home for the Islanders. Bowie moves over to third. A disaster on defense for the Derby Twins.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
The shortstop number 20, Karsten Wall. Wait to see on that ruling. I don't know that Allison ever got a hand or a glove on the ball. I think that might just be a base hit. That pitch in there for strike 1. That pitch down low. Wall struck out his first time up. Here's the 1-1. High fly ball out into center field. It's caught. Bowie's going to run home. He's going to be safe there. It's a tied ball game just like that. The designated hitter number 19, Owen Schmidt.
Soldier boy, tough.
That sacrifice fly was the first out of the inning. And the Twins have just struggled to get anything on defense here. Or pitching. So runner on first base now. With 1 out. It's a 4-4 ball game here in the bottom of the 4th. It was 4-1 when the Islanders came to the plate to start this inning. Top of the order at the plate. Owen Schmidt has flied out twice. "1-0 is going to be a base hit out into right field. Reese moves to second, and the line keeps moving for the Islanders.
Third baseman number 15, Garrett Plummer.
Mr. Lover. I'm Mr. Lover.
And they will will say that Allison did get a glove on the ball over at third base. So that was an error that got Reese on base, but error hit, it doesn't matter. 2 runs came home. Those 2 runs are RBI for Kyle Reese. And then he's hoping to be a run himself. He'd be the go-ahead run in a 4-4 ball game. But the Twins are going to head a different direction from FITAC and bring in a new pitcher. We'll take a break. It's a 4-4 ball game in the bottom of the 4th with 1 out. Runners on first and second for the Islanders when we come back. Grant Harville, now the man on the mound for the Twins out of Southeastern University. He's thrown 5 2/3 innings, giving up 7 earned runs this season for Derby. Ground ball. Throw to second. Gets the out. Throw to first. I lied. There wasn't a throw to first. So just 1 out at second base on the fielder's choice. Hayden Oviatt comes to the plate. He is 1 for 2. Hit a single an inning ago in the 3rd. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's 4-4. The Islanders have come across with 3. Foul ball gets down. Runners on the corners with 2 outs for the Islanders. Hayden Oviatt at the plate. New pitcher on the mound is Grant Harville. He came in for Kai FITAC. Gave up 4 runs in 3 1/3. Hoping he can get out of this without any damage done. There were runners on first and second when he came into the game with just one out. At Southeastern University, he gave up 7 earned runs in 15 innings, but he gave up 14 total runs. 7 unearned runs as there's a deep drive out into left center field, and it's just caught at the fence. So a deep drive is not anything worth writing home about. If the fence were a little bit shorter, maybe we'd be talking about a different ball game. But as it stands, we'll move to the 5th. It's tied 4-4. We got ourselves a brand new ball game.
The shortstop, number 3, Joel Lindahl.
Lindahl leading off an inning for the second time today. That pitch inside, ball 1. He's 0 for 2 so far. He was actually at the plate at the end of that last inning, and he drives a base hit out into left field, and it's off of Nash Ray, who just couldn't stay in front of the ball. Not a natural outfielder is Ray. He's mostly been an infielder. And that time, he wasn't able to stay with the ball as it came flying at him.
Center fielder, number 15, Tyson Owens.
Lindahl would have absolutely had a hit no matter what, but moved over to second on what will likely be scored as an error in the outfield. Tyson Owens 0 for 1 with a walk back in the first. Top of the 5th inning, runner on second base. It's 4-4. The Twins came across with 2 runs in the top of the 4th with a home run off the bat of Cole Dudding. And then the Islanders manufactured 3 in the bottom of the inning to tie the game up. That pitch misses outside. 3-0 count. Catches the bottom corner. 3-1. Hit from Tannehill. Up high, ball 4.
First baseman, number 16, Damian Garcia.
Quick discussion. Kyle Reese goes to the mound to talk with Tannehill Tannehill, no stranger to a little bit of trouble on the base paths. He's been a base runner in every inning so far, but runs have only scored in 2 of those innings. We'll see if he's able to work his way out of this one. Runners on first and second, nobody out here, top of the 5th inning. That pitch is inside. If he is going to work out of this one, he needs to find the strike zone. Pitch from Tannehill is over the head of the shortstop, and the runners will hold, so the bases will be loaded on that base hit. Good job by Oviatt in the outfield to charge in and get a glove on the ball to prevent the base runners from advancing any more than 1 base on that base hit.
This is a 54 chiropractic mound visit. Thank you to 54 Chiropractic for keeping our boys alive.
Coach Munn's going to go out there. It doesn't look like they're going to make a change. He's just trying to make sure that they are on the same page. What needs to happen here. Now, with the bases loaded, nobody out, it's unlikely that Tannehill manages to get out of this without any runs coming home. But is he able to get out of this with maybe just 1 or 2 rather than much worse outcomes, which are possible now? Noah Allison comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1, but scored a run after getting hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning. The 0-1 from Tannehill. Line, ground ball. Gets the out at second. Hesitation, but a throw to first gets the out. And again, a run was almost guaranteed to score in that spot. But the Islanders probably got best case scenario, a double play. That pitch missed, and it got away from Reese. He's just going to try to bowl it back to Tannehill at the plate. Tannehill did not get a glove on it. A run comes home. It's now 6-4 with 2 outs here, top of the 5th. So now the bases are empty for Tannehill. Cooper Scott, the man at the plate, he scored 2 runs. Had a double back in the 2nd. Feels like a big deal to keep him off the bases here. Obviously, you get out of this inning with only 2 runs coming across. A fly ball out into left field, and again, Ray, not a traditional outfielder, got the glove on it. Wasn't able to make the catch. He kind of had to jump for it. Didn't maybe read it right off the bat. And it has not been a good inning for him out there in left field.
Third baseman number 13, Cole Dudding.
Dudding with a home run an inning ago. We'll see if he's able to repeat. That pitch down low. The 1-0 pitch, fouled back. Count is even now. Runner on second base, 2 outs here, top of the 5th inning. The Twins lead at 6-4. This game has felt like a tug-of-war match. And the Twins have had the slight advantage the whole time, but haven't been able to pull away at all. It's a 1-2 count. Pitch from Tannehill. Ground ball. Tannehill barehands it. Throw to first. You know what? Yeah, give him the gold glove. A barehand throw from the pitcher gets the out at first base and retires the side, but not before the Twins come across with 2 runs. It's 6-4 as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
The second baseman, number 12, Nolan Friend.
Friend has had 6 plate appearances with the Islanders, still looking for his first hit. He's walked 3 times. A high fly ball caught out in center field.
Left fielder, number 3, Nash Ray.
First pitch to Ray, swung on, fouled away. One out here, bottom of the 5th inning. It's 6-4 Derby. Pitch down and away. It's going to roll to the backstop quite quickly. I think it bounced to the backstop. I don't think it hit the ground once after it, but it was close enough to the ground that I thought it was rolling, maybe. We'll say it was rolling. 1-1 count. Swing and a miss, strike 2. A pitch bounces in the dirt, maybe 5-6 feet in front of the plate. It's a 2-2 count. A pitch swung on and a line caught by the shortstop.
baseman number 40, Luke Clayton.
The Islanders were able to answer the 2-run inning an inning ago from the Twins, but they're down 1 and 2, their first 2 batters in this inning. But they do get a base runner there as that pitch hits between the shoulder blades of Luke Clayton.
The right fielder, number 11, Mac Bowie.
Bowie walked and came around to score an inning ago. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Harville has not had a lot of chances to be good this year, but his numbers are not really as favorable as he has looked really good tonight. Obviously, haven't had a lot of pitches tonight. He came in with an out in the 4th. We're only at 2 outs here in the 5th. So that's 1 full inning of work so far. Also said on one of his roster pages that he's a fan of the Kansas City Royals and the Denver Broncos. 2 teams that are pretty close to here, pretty popular in this area. Only thing is, he's from New Mexico. I suppose I understand why the Broncos are that team, because there are no real professional teams in New Mexico, as Bowie gets that one over the infield for a base hit. Runners on first and second with 2 outs.
The catcher, number 24, Kyle Reese.
Reese is 0 for 2, but he does have a couple of RBI as he got a few runners home with a ground ball that was misplayed by Allison over at third base. He obviously got on base with that error. The 1-0 from Harville. Pitches upstairs. It's a 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, looks like a foul ball.
Walker Dental, foul ball. Make sure that gets back to the dugout.
Count is 2-1. Harville has 2 outs. Trying to retire the side, but that pitch is going to miss. It's a 3-1 count. Runners on first and second for the Islanders here in the bottom of the 5th. The Twins lead 6-4. 6-4 Twins lead. Bottom of the 5th inning. So a 3-1 count now. Chance to load the bases for the Islanders, and they do. Ball 4, down low. First 2 batters came to the plate. First 2 batters got set down, but the Islanders have the use of the last 3 batters on, and they'll bring up Karsten Wall to have a chance to make this a new ball game again.
That was a 54 chiropractic mound visit. Thank you to 54 chiropractic for keeping our boys aligned. The shortstop, number 20, Karsten Wall.
Wall comes to the plate with the bases loaded. A big spot. He's 0 for 1 today. The sacrifice fly his last time up, obviously. No sacrifice possibility with 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 5th. But he's going to look to get on base by any means necessary. Getting on base means a run scores here. Leo 1. Misses. One. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. A chance for Harville to capitalize on getting those first 2 batters out very quickly. The 1-2. Called strike 3. And a tough break for the Islanders. That one looked inside, but we will move to the 6th inning. It's 6-4. Good work by Harville to take advantage and retire the side before any damage was done.
You know the roof on fire. We go boogie, hoogie, hoogie.
New pitcher on the mound for the Islanders. It's Mac Bowie. He was out in right field. The Islanders brought in Corey Reese to play out in right field for him. Bowie, not a lot of pitching experience this year. 2 1/3 innings. Has yet to give up a run. That pitch misses outside. Has walked one batter, struck out nobody. Given up 2 hits. 2-1 count. Cade Sheldon, the man at the plate. He's 1 for 2. Pop-up goes foul, out of play. The 2-2. Swing, a pop-up. Caught.
That first out of the inning is brought to you by Kingman Hardware. Now at the plate, the catcher, number 20, Dustin Robbins.
Robbins is over 2. Last time he came to the plate, he hit the ball really hard. He just happened to hit it right into the glove of Cooper Tannehill on the mound. Leo 1. Catches the zone. Leo 2. He went around, dropped third strike, throw to first, and that will complete the strikeout.
That strikeout brought to you by Cancun Mexican Grill. Now at the plate, the left fielder, number 40, Cade Sutherland.
Sutherland is 2 for 2 with a walk. First pitch from Bowie, swing and a miss, strike 1. He's got 2 up, 2 down here, top of the 6th inning. The Twins do have a 2-run cushion. 6-4. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Music played over the speakers. We had to call time. We'll reset. It's still no 2 count. That one misses. That pitch down in the dirt. It's 2-2. Bowie had the chance to finish the side off really quickly here. The 2-2 pitch. Grounded and off the glove of Karsten Wall at shortstop. I don't know if that'll be considered a routine play or not. Either way, Sutherland is on base for a 4th time today.
The shortstop, number 3, Joel Lindahl.
1 for 3 with a run scored. First pitch. This time it's a ground ball. This time it is a routine play for sure. And this time the side is retired. We'll move to the bottom of the 6th. Islanders still trail 6-4. Corey Reese coming to the plate for the first time today. He was a defensive substitution when Mac Bowie came to the mound. Bowie started the game in right field, obviously going to the mound. You have to have someone out there to play defense. Islanders lost their designated hitter, but when your pitcher is Mac Bowie, I think you live with that. The 0-1 pitch. Down and in. It was down and away, excuse me. Corey hitting 128 on the season. He was a Jayhawk League All-Star last year. Ground ball over to third base. Throw to first. Offline. Reese is safe.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Third baseman number 15, Garen Plummer.
Plummer 1 for 3 today with a double and a run scored. It was an E5 that Corey just got on base on. First pitch in there for a strike.
Come up here. Come up here. Huh? I'm working on my.
The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball gets through. Reese will stick at second base. 2 runners on for the Islanders to start off this 6th inning.
Soldier boy, tough. Hey, I got this new damn for y'all called
Center
Soulja
fielder
Boy.
number 14, Hayden Oviatt.
Oviatt comes to the plate. He is 1 for 3. An RBI single back in the 3rd. Swing and a miss at strike 1. We're here in the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 6-4 Derby, but the Islanders have runners on first and second. Nobody out. Pitch to Oviatt. Outside. Count is even 1-1. Harville comes set. He deals. Just a little high. It's a 2-1 count. The 2-1 swing and a foul ball.
That's a Walker Dental foul ball.
Count is even, 2-2. Here's the pitch. Foul ball. Keeps the at-bat alive. The Twins, second in the Jayhawk League right now, 15-7 record. Islanders, second from the bottom, 5-17. And the Islanders are fighting in a battle right now with the Twins. That pitch down low. Still a 2-run lead for Derby. But now a full count with 2 runners on. See if Harville is able to escape Dangerous situation again. A pop-up. Hooking foul. Goes out of play.
Walker Dental, foul ball. Make sure that gets back to a dugout on this field, please.
See that red thing? Yeah, the slide. See another one? So this another one and the flower like this. Yeah, that guy right there.
Maybe another payoff pitch here.
That guy.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Arville sits down Oviatt. 1 out here. Bottom of the 6th.
Mr. Bombastic.
The second baseman, number 12, Nolan Friend.
Mr. Lover. Mr. Lover.
Friend comes to the plate. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. Still looking for his first hit this season with the Islanders. Although this year he's not lacking for a total of hits. At Cloud this season, he broke their school record with 100 base hits.
Hey, you tried. Still is.
1-0 goes up and away.
Right there. You have another one.
I think it is really nice that their school record is now an even 100. It feels like a good bar for other players to try and break. They know exactly what number they got to get to.
Oh, what?
The 2-0 pitch
See this? Oh my
catches a zone at Friend's knees. It's a 2-1 count.
Hey, number 15. Hey, are you leaving? Be careful about this.
Pitch from Harville. Swung on. Popped up into the infield. Caught. So now, after 2 runners got on to start the inning, there are 2 outs here.
The left fielder, number 3, Nash Ray.
So in the last 2 innings, Harville has allowed 5 base runners and has the potential to have that be true without giving up a run. 2 outs here, bottom of the 6th inning. It's 6-4 Derby. A ground ball up the middle. Throw to first. In time. That will retire the side. We'll move to the 7th. It's still a 6-4 Derby lead.
Go to encourage their captain, crew, and all soon may the
Center fielder number 15, Tyson Owens. Owens comes to the plate. He is 0 for 1, but he's walked twice and scored a run. That pitch up and in. Mac Bowie came in to pitch the 6th inning. He gave up 1 hit, but was able to shut down the side other than that, including a strikeout. Pitch gets in there. Two-two pitch. Swung on, hit hard out into right field. It's over the head of Corey Reese. That's 1. That's 2 bases. A double for Tyson Owens to lead off the 7th inning, tried to extend the 6-4 Derby lead. First baseman number 16, Damian Garcia. Garcia, the all-SWAC second teamer. He is 1 for 2 today. Got hit by a pitch back in the 3rd. That pitch fouled away. So now a runner on second, nobody out here, top of the 7th inning. Derby has a chance to blow this one wide open. Garcia has the ability to blow this one wide open. And a absolutely incredible jump by Tyson Owens. Kyle Reese had no chance to throw him out there on that steal. The 0-2 pitch from Bowie. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Drop 3rd strike, throw to 1st, gets the out. That strikeout brought to you by Cancun Mexican Grill. The 3rd baseman, number 19, Noah Allison. Allison comes to the plate. He is 0 for 2. Got hit by a pitch and scored a run back in the 2nd. He'll take strike 1. Runner just under 90 feet away. I guess the way he's led off right now, I think 90 feet is probably about accurate. Now he's closer than 90 feet, but a swing and a miss, strike 2. Either way, he's on 3rd base. The technicalities of exactly how far he is from home plate don't really matter. A ball put in play likely scores a run here for the Twins. A foul ball does not. That's a Walker Dental foul ball. Make sure that gets back into a dugout. Another 0-2 from Bowie. Ground ball. Fielded by Plummer. Check the runner at 3rd. Throw to 1st in time. And that was very good work by Plummer defensively to make sure that Owens was not going to run. Right fielder number 39, Cooper Scott. Scott is 1 for 2, but he's been on base 3 times. Reached with a walk and an error. He scored 2 runs. And when you look at that, the Twins lead by 2 runs. Those could be important. Bowie has not really struggled to find the zone all inning, but he can't hit the zone in either of his first 2 pitches here against Cooper Scott. So 2-0 count. Bowie deals, make that 3-0. Runner on third base with 2 outs. But top of the seventh inning, it's 6-4. Derby leads the Islanders. In there, strike one. I have no idea where Scott was going. That one was straight down the middle. The 3-1 pitch. Now he can take his base.
Third baseman number 13, Cole Dudding.
Dudding is 1 for 2 with a home run. I said the 2 runs that Scott has scored were important. How about the 3 runs that Dudding has driven in? 2 of them on a homer back in the 4th. Made the lead 4-1 at the time. It's now a 6-4 ball game. Here's the pitch from Bowie. Swing and a miss. That one's between the legs of Reese. I think they said foul tip. So now 1-2 is the count. Bowie has a chance to get through a second clean inning. As clean as it can be. No runs come across, no damage is done. That's my philosophy. It's not perfect, might not be pretty, but it gets the job done. Maybe. Still has to finish them here. It's 1-2 count. 2 outs with runners on the corners here, top of the 7th inning. Pitches outside, count is even, 2-2. And Scott just kind of jogged over to second base. Reese was not about to make that throw. He's not going to risk it with the runner on third, especially with 2 strikes on a batter with 2 outs. Understand the decision, and I think it's probably the right one.
Yes.
The 2-2. Back pick over to third. Got him! And another out on the base pass. That's been the big struggle for Derby tonight. It's a 6-4 lead heading into the bottom of the 7th.
Then everybody be
The first baseman number 40, Luke Clayton.
Clayton is 2 for 2. Got hit by a pitch his last time up. That one's down and away. Harville still on the mound for the Twins. The 1-0 pitch down off the plate. It's a 2-0 count. A hit out into center field is not actually a hit as a sliding catch is made. Owens out there. Good defensive play for the first out. The pitcher, number 11, Mac Bowie. Normally when you see a pitcher spot come up, the defense can breathe a little easier. Not so right now. Mac Bowie at the plate. Swing and a miss at strike 1. Bowie is 1 for 2 today with a walk and a run scored. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, hit high into left field. Sutherland comes in to make the catch. The catcher, number 24, Kyle Reese. Reese 0 for 2 today, but a walk and a couple of RBI. Looks to put down a bunt with 2 outs, just get some of the offense going, but the way Harville has looked with runners on base, I'm not sure that would have mattered anyway. The 0-1 pitch in there. The count is now 0-2. Harville has a chance to get through this one. No blemishes on the inning. Here's the 0-2. Rolls between the legs of Robbins behind the plate. So 1-2 count now. Harville still the advantage. Ground ball. It's a chopper and some sort of magic is in the air when Kyle Reese puts the ball in play. It's misplayed by Lindahl. He went to grab the ball and just dropped it on the transition. So Reese is on for a 3rd time today. Karsten Wall comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with the sacrifice fly. Pickoff attempt. Not going to get him. First pitch, runner goes. A really good break from Reese. And that pitch is into the netting. I think clearly not a strike. And as I figured, that was an E6 that Reese got on base with. So he's reached on error twice, but he's over at second base right now. Swing and a miss, strike one. Runner in scoring position, but the Islanders still down by 2 with 2 outs here at bottom of the 7th inning. Foul ball. Count is 1-2. Time called. There was a long wait before that pitch was delivered. I understand Wall just needing to reset there. See the 1-2 from Hartville. Outside. Count is even. 2 balls, 2 strike, 2 out. Bottom of the 7th inning. Runner on second base for the Islanders. They trail 6-4 to the Derby Twins. Here's the pitch. Down low, count runs full. Scoreboard all lit up with a full count and 2 outs. A pitch. Down low. Wall will walk. So now 2 runners on for the Islanders here in the bottom of the 7th. And this is a mound visit, which means that we have a sponsor.
This is a 54 Chiropractic mound visit. Thank you to 54 Chiropractic for keeping our boys aligned. Last plate appearance was a Polish Coop walk. I think Polish Coop itself is just a short walk from the ballpark. Thank you to Polish Coop for sponsoring the Islanders and support your local businesses. The right fielder, number 25, Corey Reese.
I suppose that the Reese devil magic that forces infielders to just not be able to make plays is not limited to Kyle. Corey also reached on an error in his only plate appearance. That pitch down low. The 1-0 is inside.
Hey, you walking down the concrete right there. Hey, you. What's his name? Spencer.
The 2-0 from Harville. Inside ball 3. The 3-0 pitch. Outside edge. Good choice not to swing with 2 outs. See if you can take a ball right here and bring up the middle of the order. 2, 3, 4 coming up after this. Foul ball goes out of play.
Walker Dental, foul ball. Make sure that gets back to a dugout.
Full count. Payoff pitch is up high. Ball 4. Bases are loaded. And that will probably do it for Harville's day. Good work from him. He's been able to avoid giving up a run despite having the bases pretty dangerously filled in every single inning. We'll see if he comes out of the day with 0 earned runs, though. As the Twins will bring in a new pitcher, and we'll take a break as he warms up. With a 360 fitness call to the bullpen, now on the mound for the Twins is Teddy Judkins out of West Texas A&M. Right-hander has thrown 8 in the third innings, given up 2 earned runs for a 2.16 ERA. Bases are loaded here with 2 outs. This is a very consequential at-bat. Ground ball, chopped. It's going to be tough to make a play. They're not going to! A run comes home for the Islanders. Infield hit. Scores a run. So now, Hayden Oviatt at the plate. Bases still loaded with 2 outs. Twins still have a lead. This time it's another ground ball. It's going to be another tough play. Another infield hit. Another run scores. Islanders have tied the game at 6.
Even our voice, holler if you needed something done, holler if you need a chip on show.
Nolan Frent now comes to the plate. Now would be good time as any for his first hit with the Islanders. It'd be a go-ahead hit. That pitch is in there for strike 1. It's a 6-6 ball game here in the bottom of the 7th. 2 outs. The Islanders have gotten to Teddy Judkins, these last 2 batters. Haven't hit the ball hard, but they've benefited from hitting the ball soft, and the third baseman has had to charge in, and he can't make the throw to first base before the runner gets to first. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Side retired, but the Islanders tie the ball game at 6. We move to the 8th. Brand new ball game.
Second baseman number 13, Cole Dudding.
Dudding has a home run today. Ground ball up the middle, charging in, throw to first in time. That was less of a throw to first and more of an underhand toss from Nolan Friend. Either way, did the job.
First out of the inning, brought to you by Kingman Hardware. Now the plate, the designated hitter number 7, Cade Sheldon.
One for 3 today. He's popped up a couple of times. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled away.
That's a Walker Dental foul ball.
The 0-2 pitch. Swung on, hit high into right field. Goes foul. And no one's there to make the catch, so nothing happened there. Bowie's pitch count went up by 1. That's it. Count doesn't change. The at-bat didn't end. We will do another 0-2 pitch right here. Ground ball to Friend. Throw to first. In time. 2 up, 2 down here in the 8th.
Catcher number 20, Dawson Robbins.
Robbins 0 for 3 today. Struck out his last time up. First strikeout victim of the season for Mac Bowie. He's since got another one.
So, wait, if you come here, you pretty much drive like around the block. Like, you go, you know, the hospital is. Yeah.
Here's the pitch.
Down over there, turn left.
In there.
And then hit it right, and come back to the. Yeah.
Well, we have to drive for like 2 weeks going back.
Oh, we gotta do that.
From Hutch.
Are you doing driver's ed?
6-6, top of the 8th inning.
I just drove.
Yeah,
2 outs.
We've been busy with
Ground ball goes foul.
What's wrong with that, right? Oh, this kid's actually
Foul ball bounced back into the field of play. So we had to take a pause to reset it. 1-2 count with 2 outs here. Top of the 8th inning. Ball game is tied 6-6. Bowie looks to finish off Robbins for a second time.
What's your height, Street?
And instead, it's going to be a base hit. Robbins is on for the first time.
Or I suppose he grounded into a fielder's choice earlier. He's on for the second time. But he keeps the inning alive for Derby. And the lineup is reset. We got the top of the order. Left fielder number 40, Cade Sutherland.
3 for 3 today. He walked in the first and has hit singles every time since, but hasn't gotten any further than first base. A pitch inside.
Actually, right up there.
No, it's someone just like man, you can with the Asian friend.
So, our coach will walk up to you behind the glass and go,
Dude, I hate it so much. It's so
and I'm just like,
1-0 pitch. Outside.
Some of these, like, right here.
I would go.
Misses outside again. Bowie, after he loses control for a few pitches, is usually able to find his zone, but it's a 3-0 count. Might just be better to deal with a walk here. But instead, he will find the zone there. It's 3-1.
That Tanner's sister.
Where?
Runner on first with 2 outs here. Top of the 8th inning.
The blue cup, yeah.
Ball game is tied 6-6. Mac Bowie on the mound. Cade Sutherland at the plate.
With the blue cup, is that
And that ball goes way out of play.
is that Candace's?
That's a Walker Dental foul ball.
My mom is her daughter.
So
I'm on her friend.
so when I first heard of Tanya,
Full count. Here's the payoff pitch. Down low. Ball 4.
it was Tanya, and we're like, oh,
So now a runner in scoring position. It'd be the go-ahead run for Derby.
we even told her that. We went to Outpost one day and told her.
This is a 54 chiropractic mound visit. Thank you to 54 chiropractic for keeping our boys aligned.
I think Bowie was wondering if they were going to take him out of the game. They very well could. I don't imagine they'll
I get 25
want to remove his bat from the lineup, but he's still got the ball in his hand. I think he's probably still on the mound. I think that's the right choice. He's given up a few base runners, but overall he's looked really good tonight.
She got mad at me.
I think with 2 outs,
Whoa.
there's a runner on second.
You didn't have a Buzz David tracksuit, did you?
You just let him try to put down
This is
Lindahl.
as far as I can comfortably go as high.
Shortstop number 3, Joel
No, it's
Lindahl.
not that. Like,
Oh.
but she thinks that I had it like.
Lindahl's 1 for 4. Came around to score back in the 5th.
That is too high. See, like if it's just above the ears or
Here's
like,
the pitch.
a little higher. Jeez.
Bottom corner.
Come on, bro. Let me hit the toilet flush.
Big man.
It's good movement on that pitch.
I bet.
The 0-1. Misses. Count was 1-1. I thought that first pitch might have been a little bit lower inside, so I'm not sure where that one missed, but I think it should be a 1-1 count regardless of where we're at.
You won't lose. We're still-
And that was a strike.
You weren't even working.
1-2 count.
Yeah.
Bowie a strike away
Doofus.
from retiring the side. I don't know if he'd come back out for the 9th, but it'd be a good job done.
What's what you gonna do?
Football, basketball.
A fly ball out to left field. Ray is there to make the catch. That retires the side. We move to the bottom of the 8th. The Islanders are tied 6-6.
Baby shark.
18. That's 5 hole. It's 5 hole. 5 hole. 5 hole.
5 hole, I got number 3.
That's max, but he got 7.
Caden Beavers comes to the plate for the first time today. Swing and a miss at strike one.
Like, this is the lineup I get.
Excuse me, it's Landon Parks at the plate. Different Hutchinson High School product. Has a number ending in 8. That's where I got confused. Parks hitting 190 on the season. It is Landon Parks at the plate, to be clear.
He would get mad when I said.
Check swing.
But then when I said to someone, but they're like lying. I was black.
He did not go.
I was black and I said, and they don't care.
Here's the pitch. Pop up. Gets into the outfield, but not by much. Caught. It's like Dunning got out there. The first baseman, number 40, Luke Clayton. Here's the pitch from Judkins. Swing and a miss, strike one. Clayton got fooled there. That pitch looked down and in. Would have been a tough pitch to hit if it was, in fact, in the strike zone. Ground ball to second base. 2 up, 2 down for the Islanders here in this 8th inning. The pitcher, number 11, Matt Bowie.
I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it, doing better.
Bowie comes to the plate. He's 2 for 4 today.
Bro, my nerve popped. I popped him.
Walked and came around to score.
People came up to me like 3 times and I said, your shoelace is tied, bro.
And 1, 2, 3, the Islanders go down in the 8th, but the ball game's still tied 6-6 as we move into the 9th. We got perhaps a great 9th inning coming for us here at the Island.
I'm not too
He's a devil.
Center fielder number 15, Tyson Owens.
Owens comes to the plate, fouls back. He'll be the first batter to face Garen Plummer tonight. Plummer, 8 2/3 innings on the season, giving up 3 earned runs.
You went, why would I have it?
He's 1-0.
Reach it.
If he's able to shut down the Twins this inning, and he has a good chance to move to 2-0.
With the white thing.
And there's a good chance that he'd be able to be the winning RBI.
My driver's license.
He'd come up 4th
Art.
an inning from now. Obviously, bringing the third baseman into the mound, there's going to be some shifts on defense. Nolan Friend has moved to third base. You got Caden Beavers in at shortstop. Landon Parks is at second. And I think that the outfield is set the way it was last inning. Here's the pitch. Outside ball 4.
The other one has it.
First baseman number 16, Damian Garcia.
Plummer has not walked a lot of batters. That's just his 3rd walk allowed of the year. He struck out 8. Again, 8 2/3 innings pitched. Strike 1 called.
Yeah. Bueller. Right up.
Bunt attempt pulled back. 1-1 count. Runner on first base. Nobody out here. Top of the 9th inning. It's 6-6. Damian Garcia at the plate, facing Garen Plummer. Garcia's 1 for 3 and got hit by a pitch back in the 3rd.
I don't feel my legs.
That pitch is high. It's a 2-1 count. That pitch is down.
Bigger wiener, deeper voice, armpit hair.
3-1 the count. Pop up. Caught. Beavers had it.
First out of the inning, brought to you by Kingman Hardware.
Do not shave it.
What? You shave it? No.
Pick off attempt.
Wait. No, I don't.
Time.
You shave it all off. I trim it up.
Carter Cuts, the Nebraska commit, comes to the plate for the first time today.
See, I leave like.
That pitch fouled away.
I know, but it feels so better.
I dare you to shave it.
Cuts hitting 267 on the season,
I was gonna
getting on base at a 500 clip, which is about what you want here. And he went around.
I fainted it up before.
It's 0-2 count though.
She don't shave them, so it's pretty hairy down there.
Alright, man. Too far.
Runner on first with 1 out here. 0-2 count to Cuts. Pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3.
That strikeout brought to you by Cancun Mexican Grill. The right fielder, number 39, Cooper Scott. Scott is 1 for 2, but he reached on an error back in the 5th. He's been on 4 times. He's walked a couple times. He scored 2 runs. First pitch misses. The 1-0 from Plummer. Swing, high fly ball out into right center field. It's back at the wall, but it's caught. Nice job staying with it by Corey Reese. And the Islanders have a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the ninth.
Get up, stand up,
The catcher, number 24, Kyle Reese. Reese has reached on an error both of his last 2 times up. A pitch, inside ball 1. Teddy Judkins remains on the mound. He got the Islanders down 1-2-3 in the 8th. Couple runners that were on base when he came in the 7th came around to score, but he has not been charged with a run.
Not bad. Yeah. This? Or this?
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
A high fly ball
Uh-huh.
goes into foul territory, lands in foul territory. It's a 2-1 count.
It's like a cheese grater. Hopefully.
2-1 count. Pitch from Judkins. Swung on. Driven into center field. Caught. Owens is out there to make the grab.
Hey, you should. How long have you been talking?
Nothing can stop me. I'm
That's
all the way
not-
up. All the way
Stop
up.
it, you won't. No balls.
Shortstop number 28, Kaden Beavers. Now Beavers comes to the plate.
She is this old.
First plate appearance of the day.
It's like.
Dude, that's like showing up, you know what I mean?
237 average on the season. That pitch misses. 343 on base.
Yeah, we were walking. So we were walking in the park. We were standing behind him, and they were. I guess she kind of does.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Her ass, so.
had
He's 13.
12 extra base hits
We have a guy.
at Hutch High School this past season.
He's like,
Count is even 1-1. Pitch from Judkins, up and in.
who, mine?
2-1 count.
I don't know. Are they? Yeah.
Have you seen her? Person?
She kind of got low. I mean, for her, she kind of.
Pitch catches the bottom of the zone. 2-2 count.
Wait, stand up. Do this.
One out here, bottom of the ninth. No runners on base for the Islanders.
A little bit, yeah.
It's a tie ball game, 6-6.
A little bit. He also has a hat on. It's a little bit. Nah, it's like this one. This is a big difference.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Caden Beavers at the plate. Judkins obviously needs to get out of this.
Oh, you're just like this thing?
Well, so,
He's not going to do it here. And now, instead of no runners on with 2 outs, there's a runner on with 1 out here. The winning run is on base for the Islanders.
Right fielder number 25, Corey Reese.
Corey walked his last time up.
face and her back. She could have walked the next
A pitch
had a roll around.
inside.
And
I
then,
used to have a lot of epi. It's kind of going away.
no, it's for me. And on her back.
Hers? You should see my brother. I had a lot. My thing
The 1-0.
like.
Outside edge, strike 1. Corey Reese has driven 3 runners in this year.
You just be gay for me.
Yeah.
Still has no extra base hits. I wouldn't expect him to be the guy to send it home for the Islanders, but he could very well keep this game alive.
Yeah, I don't want to watch it.
Although he's down in the count. It's 1-2 now.
That's all. Watch an hour.
It's out. That'll be fun. I'll just be. Oh. I'll be just zooming on.
Honey about
The 1-2 pitch. Down low.
I don't
We're even.
I don't work out today. They were making fun of us.
It's 2-2.
3-minute break.
1 out with a runner on base.
Easy.
Bottom of the 9th inning. It's a 6-6 ball game. We'll move to the 10th if Judkins is able to get out of this.
They were not that far off.
Which is what?
But again, Judkins had the advantage in a plate appearance and then throwing a couple balls. The count moves full again.
Maxes. We did bench squat. I'm like, fuck. And our hand clean was the last.
Biggest pitch of the ball game to this point. Payoff pitch.
Squat then.
Rounded.
Bro, this is like the worst.
No out at second, but throw to first in time.
Can we have a walk off?
Second battle.
Third baseman number 15, Garrett Plummer.
Intentional walk.
That's a polished coupe walk. The center fielder number 14, Hayden Oviatt.
So now,
Third batter's up. I mean, up now.
force out at first, second, and third base. It's probably the right decision to walk Plummer there with the first base open. He's
Oh.
an irrelevant run.
Notice how she has the acting right here?
Notice I have that.
She doesn't let it get that far. She goes,
No, she hits it. She hits you with one of these. and then.
Runners on first and second with 2 outs here, bottom of the 9th. It's a 6-6 ball game. Pitch runs inside, hits Oviatt. Bases are loaded.
squeaking, dude.
Be there,
baseman number 12, Nolan
Actually,
Friend.
this one person, she always goes. And she goes,
Friend is actually at third base now.
and I go, I want to compare you to someone.
He's 0 for 4 with a walk today. If he's able to get a walk, the Islanders win it.
Weren't you?
If he continues to be 0 for, we'll move to the 10th. Ground ball, back up the middle. Friend's got speed. It gets through. Islanders win it. Islanders win it. 7-6 the final score. The Islanders pull off the upset.
All we do is win, no matter what.
And defensive troubles and base running are what cost Derby this game. And at the end, it was defensive troubles. Judkins couldn't get a glove on the ball. Then Dudding couldn't get the hand on the ball. And at that point, Lindahl could have gotten a hand on the ball. I don't think it would have mattered. The run came home, and the Islanders win. The team, second from the bottom in the standings in the Jayhawk League, takes down the team second from the top. 7-6, Islanders win.
I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get 'em in the sky for the homies that ain't making them a folks locked down. I never went nowhere. What they say in Luna's back. Like it don't act how I do it. The hood call it Luna.
I said earlier in the ball game it was like a tug of war. The Twins had the advantage. They were pulling the rope towards them for the first 8.5 innings. But the Islanders take their first lead of the game in the bottom of the ninth. And it's the only lead that counts. The Kingman Islanders beat the Derby Twins 7-6. That should do it for tonight's broadcast. For Kingman Baseball and the Islanders, I've been Ashton Timmish. So long and good night from the island.